He recommended excise taxes and tariffs. He says it's evident we must a long time depend for the means of revenue chiefly on such duties. In most parts, excises must be confined within a narrow compass. The genius of the people will ill brook the inquisitive and peremptory spirit of excise laws. He says we could try to do sales tax if people don't avoid it. He says the pockets of farmers, on the other hand, will reluctantly yield but scanty supplies in the unwelcome shape of impositions on their houses. So he says the land tax probably won't do it either, especially because there's so much land here for people to settle. And he says personal property is too precarious, and so we won't be able to do that either. A lot of the reason that they did tariffs in the early days of the United States is because it was impossible to gather taxes any other way, not because they were in favor of tariffs as a principle. This is an important point because a lot of people today will suggest that tariffs were something favored by the founders as good trade policy. That's not true. The founders were not all in favor of tariffs. In fact, they only were using tariffs because they had no other available option for gathering tax revenues. Right? He suggests that apparently there was a 3% tariff essentially. There was a 15% tariff in Britain, and there was a higher tariff in France and a higher tariff even in Britain. He wanted a 9% tariff and suggested beginning with an alcohol tax on tariffing alcohol that was coming into the United States. So that gives you a little bit of background on the founding ideology with regard to taxation, which was very light footstep. And that's why when people talk about how the founding fathers would be anti-government shutdown, the founding fathers would not care at all. The founding fathers would look at our tax rates and go, "Are you out of your damn minds? Are you guys crazy? Are you crazy?" And Hamilton sort of does that in backhanded fashion in Federalist Law. Okay, we'll be back here tomorrow with a full review of the Democrats caving on the government shutdown. I'm Ben Shapiro. This is the Ben Shapiro Show. The Ben Shapiro Show is produced by Mathis Glover, executive producer Jeremy Boring, senior producer Jonathan Hay. Our technical producer is Austin Stevens, edited by Alex Zingaro. Audio is mixed by Mike Carmina. Hair and makeup is by Jesua Alvera. The Ben Shapiro Show is a Daily Wire 4 publishing production. Copyright 4 Publishing 2018. This is Trend Following Radio, where great thinking comes alive. Nobel Prize winners, legendary traders, best-selling authors, and the pros that know what drive us irrational human beings. I am your host, Michael Cobell. Not filtered, raw, honest. That's my passion. You know I just love to sneak some of these combo episodes into my podcast series. Look, at 600 plus episodes, weeks and weeks of listening, not everybody started with me in 2012. So I have to reach back in the archives and pull some of my favorites forward to the future.
Waging war on corruption. Alex Jones.
It's the top of the season.
Well, the U.S. Senate is set to vote any time now. Of course, they're late on the government shutdown. We're down to day 4 of. And I've analyzed this. It's not hard to analyze. It's an absolute fact. It's the Democrats that voted to shut the government down. It's Democrats that are basically globalists holding the country hostage, saying we have to acquiesce to the border being completely open. We're all evil, horrible racists. And that dovetails with the one thing that can get me stuck at my computer or my television for 4 or 5 hours. Not movies, not dramas, not Netflix, binges. Don't do it. Other than on treadmill or the elliptical. Then I might watch an hour of a show. I spent hours yesterday and hours this morning I didn't have, but still it was very informative, watching footage shot in Austin over the weekend, footage shot in LA over the weekend, and footage shot in New York. I was watching live feeds, I was watching archives of it, and then the crew uploaded 50 videos or something yesterday that they hadn't been able to get up. And I'm watching these. We're not cherry-picking leftists at the Women's March spitting on women. We're not cherry-picking people running up to Millie Weaver in her face and farting on her. Grown men. This is hour after hour after hour of a lunatic asylum. You don't go out to conservative rallies and get treated like this. I mean, the mentally ill scumbag KKK doesn't act like this. These people are certifiably nuts. And it's beyond Trump derangement syndrome. We also noticed hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cups, and we went up and videotaped them in both cities, and it was all extreme soy latte. These are men addicted to estrogen. It's bizarre. It's chemical. And again, people say, oh, well, some InfoWars Life products say may contain soy. That's because it's in factories that have it, and they use some of the protein from that and rice on the conveyor belts so that things don't stick as an anti-clotting agent, and that's regular soy. That's microscopic. What they put in the modern soy products is they take the whole soybean and the core of it's pure plant estrogen, and they process that, and then you get that. You're not supposed to eat that. You can eat some soy in your diet. Occasionally, I'll get some pure tofu and eat it in a stir fry or something. It's all part of the balance. We're meant to eat some plant estrogens. That's normal. There's also testosterone and stuff in meat and other hormones. So it all balances out. But not when these men are addicted to it, and they talk about how they're addicted to it, and they're obsessed on it. So we're going to play some of these videos coming up today as well. But also, these people don't look well. Black, white, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. They look like goblins. And we discovered more horrific goblin creatures. The women act like goblins, the men act like goblins, and it's getting worse. So that's all coming up. Also, I cut a little song this morning. I'm totally ready today to go with Conan O'Brien's big report. It's on InfoWars.com. It's totally blown up his face spectacularly. Conan O'Brien claims Haiti is beautiful after visiting a luxury tourist resort that's in between a mountain ridge and is still dangerous. He went in for a photo shoot, got in the water, no keeps his head well above it though. So he's guaranteed a couple of turds floating by. And he then said it's wondrous and not a crap hole. By the way, I talked to aid workers, you name it, my crew's been there doing aid. I mean, the locals call it, you know what hole, because people crap all over the ground. Like Calcutta's a hole. Some areas in India are great. Some areas in Mexico are great. Some of them are holes. Not this bad. I mean, North Korea's a hellhole, but the virtue signaling to Conan O'Brien is blown up spectacularly in his face. We're going to put his image to video shot in Haiti. It's going to be really powerful to get ready.
Introducing Cellforce by InfoWars Life. Cellforce focuses on mitochondria efficiency and protection. Mitochondria produce over 95% of your energy. Powerful available frontline report.
On democracy combat. Saying mother and coming.
Because of that.
And again, we're going to be playing some excerpts today, but there's no way to do it justice what the crew did in New York, in Austin, and in Los Angeles. We had crews out in all 3 major leftist fester points, and we went out and we videotaped live and also in HD, which we now upload the HD versions of just vicious, hateful, bullying thugs spitting on women, men swatting and farting on women, women giggling and laughing, all acting very immature. Almost all the men don't have jobs, and they walk behind the woman, and they've replaced stereotypical gender roles, and women wear vests and command everyone and tell men and women do not talk to them. They're not real. The people dutifully don't talk to us unless it's the occasional somewhat alpha male, which attacks women and spits on people. See, this guy right here just spit on a woman. Here's the guy farting on Millie Weaver. And again, it's hard to play all this because there's just so much background. F you, Scott, we're going to murder you. F you, your family, your children die. Just like ravenous demons, like vicious dogs trying to fence. I mean, just the total desire. We're going to control language. Your kids belong to us. We're going to force inoculate you. We're going to force feed you GMO. World government. And And they're all on video going, we want no borders, no borders. But they'll set up walls to try to not let people in. They'll block you getting into your event. And a lot of people were physically attacked when Antifa showed up in New York at the Night for Freedom event. And then Bradley Manning showed up. Formerly Bradley Manning, Chelsea Manning, and came into the event. That Cernovich and Owen Schroyer and all these other great people were there. James O'Keefe, the list goes on and on. Stefan Molyneux. And they're just all video of it. Oh, hi, how you doing? Great to see you. Welcome. Oh, yeah, you want to speak? Oh, no, you don't want to. Chelsea Manning then sends out tweets. These are horrible, homophobic, bigot scum. And I can't even face these vicious people, these pieces of trash. Anyway, you go outside and just throwing urine, attacking police, attacking men, women, children, just screaming, yelling, trying to beat people up. This is footage in New York, the Women's March itself. And again, there's our borders trying to cover it, they spit on. But at nighttime, it's just frothing crowds trying to attack. Oh, hi, Chelsea Manning. Come on in. Hey, welcome. And then Chelsea tweets out, I went and I faced down those white supremacist, homophobe scum myself. Yay! You're like Conan O'Brien. He flew into one of the little isolated areas you got to get to by barge in between the mountains. I know folks that have been there. It's still real dangerous. There's like 2 little resorts in Haiti where it isn't totally deforested and there's not open sewage everywhere. And of course, we spent money and helped. And Trump spent millions sending in a whole bunch of doctors to do thousands and thousands of eye surgeries and things that could really help people. But that doesn't matter. If you just stole $2 billion, 97% of the Haitian money like Clinton did, then you'd be good. Or if you're like the One Foundation, I just called One because he gives 1% to the African and Caribbean charities. You know, because you show black people at a YouTube concert on international television and say, send your money, whites. Virtue signal, and they send the money to Bono, who keeps it 99%. And then he virtue signals. But that's okay to rob their money. We just send in plane loads of food and reporters and give 100% of the money we've made directly to them. Not because we're virtue signaling, but because we're actually trying to illustrate what's going on. But see, that doesn't matter that we land on grass airfields the day the hurricane left and someone died taking off that exact airfield that day. It doesn't matter that evil whiteys were there dying. If they would have just gone and drank out of a coconut and don't get too close to black people. He's about 50 yards away, according to Conant, because I think you should get close to him.